Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of Gridiron, guys. I am your host, Luke.
I'm your co-host, Nate Smith.
Probably wondering what this podcast is about. Well, it's about football.
Really?
Nate and I have been friends for over, 15, 16 years now? It's been a long time, give or take. And we like yelling at each other for our sports takes. So we thought,
100%.
why not make a podcast? So, you might be able to find a similar podcast by us both, but this is a rebranding thing. So, rebrand. So we're going to be talking about everything from NFL to college football. This podcast is going to be every week, starting in the first week of the season, August 11th or August 31st is the first Husker game, at least. We'll be mainly talking about Husker football, but we'll branch out to college football, doing bets and doing all that sort of stuff.
A little bit of NFL.
Yes, NFL, college, but yeah, that's kind of the name of the game. And this is the first episode. If you guys like what you see, follow us on all of our social medias: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram at Gridiron Guyzz with 2 Z's.
2 Z's.
Don't
fall asleep.
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so that you never miss any of our content. Without further ado, let's get into this episode. All right. First on the docket, we had Big Ten Media Days this week. Had some interesting things happen.
Very interesting.
What do you want to touch first?
I think we should probably let's start with Nebraska.
Okay.
First, let's just get into that and go head first.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I loved Big Ten Media Days was on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. First, Ohio State, Iowa, like they had 7 go one day and then 7 the next day. And Nebraska was on the second day, and Matt Rule officially talked to the media. And he handled it so much better than Scott Frost did last year.
Never really realized, when Scott Frost, his first year of Big Ten Media Days and everything, he walks up there and he's got this shit-eating grin on him, and he's just like, all right, dude, nobody's going to screw with this guy. He's like, people are going to have to adapt to us. Well, they didn't do much.
No.
So watching him compared to Matt Rule is just like night and day. Like you just said, Matt Rule is way more professional. He's ready to do this job. He's ready to rock. I'm excited.
You know what really excited me is that he said in a quote, he said, we want to be feared. We want to gain the respect.
Yeah.
Before we are feared, we have to be respected. So that's what they're going to do. And I feel like that's something that Scott Frost never really truly understood.
Right.
I mean, we're not going to talk a lot on Scott Frost.
No,
that's done and over. We're drinking the Roulade. We're doing all that stuff.
The Roulade,
man.
It's cherry flavor.
Dude, it was great. Oh man. No, but I really, 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 really enjoyed what Rule had to say about the team and about how he handles himself. Like
he's just way more professional at what he does and what he says, and like how he goes about his players and everything, and includes everyone. And it's just it's a sign of relief and everything. Like, good things are coming.
No, yeah, absolutely. And we'll get when it gets closer to the season, we will have our schedule breakdown.
Yep.
For the Huskers. We will also be breaking down conferences, who we think are going to make the college football playoff.
Right.
We're going to talk about other things, but that's going to be in a couple of episodes. This one's going to be basically Nebraska NFL talk. Mm-hmm. A lot to talk about. But sticking with Big Ten Media Days, I think it's funny how they dropped the PJ Fleck thing, which, by the way,
day before he
I think it's kind of. I read the article. Is it enough to get him fired? No. But it just convinces me that PJ Fleck is a fucking weirdo.
He is weird.
He's a weirdo.
He's one of my dad's good friends, Ronnie, and everything. Shout out, Ronnie.
No free shout out.
Yeah. He calls PJ Fleck a cult leader.
Oh, for sure, dude.
He's like,
oh my god. I think the best part about it is that he walked in and they had to do an applause. And if the applause wasn't good enough, he walked out and had them do it again. That's that is cultish shit.
Yeah.
That is so weird.
And the whole thing about he's just all about himself. Like,
he is.
There's no
He
doubt
very much
the guy
is.
can coach and like
No,
get
yeah,
people
absolutely.
behind him and everything.
Yeah.
I'm not questioning that. It's just, damn, dude, like lighten up on the Botox a little bit,
dude. Oh my god,
you know.
it's
just like
yeah.
when that article dropped a day before he went on and everything, like they built it up so much where this is going to get him fired. Like Minnesota's going to be looking for a new coach, and so was Northwestern at the time. You know.
Yeah. That
it's
we'll
just-
we'll touch a little bit about
Right.
that too.
Right, and it's just like, wow, does Nebraska have a shot? Like Minnesota is going to be good this year. They're going to be.
They have
very gritty.
Okay, but I will say this: surprisingly, Nebraska, and you'll get a kick out of this. Nebraska has 14 returning starters.
Yep.
Players, not only from the Big Ten, but from Power 5 schools.
Right.
They have Billy Kemp, who played 3 years at Virginia. They have Joshua Flex, who played at Baylor when Matt Rule played there. He was there with Art
He
Narda.
recruited him there. Yep.
I mean, and they've got Ben Scott, who I'm really excited about for
Absolutely.
center.
Pancakes all day.
Oh, dude,
all day.
I am so excited.
Whatever you want to call it, Ben Scott, we're behind you.
I am so,
dude.
I am so excited for the season to start. I feel like this is a season that like a lot of people are gonna be like. Matt Rule is known for 1 year not being great, but like year 2, year 3.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Our cabinets weren't empty. Like, okay,
no,
we said we weren't going to get into Scott Frost a whole lot, but I got to bring it back to him. Like, the cabinets weren't empty here.
Oh no.
Scott Frost did bring talent here. It's just he didn't know how to utilize that talent. It felt like.
No, yeah.
And like Matt Rule comes in here, and he's known like he's going to develop these players and everything. I'm excited. I mean, it's just I don't want to give out my prediction quite yet.
Oh no.
12-0 maybe start.
Nah, 12-0.
Give me some of that Rule-Aid.
Oh jeez, I'm like guzzling it down, man. It's tough.
It's exciting.
But I mean, really, PJ Fleck's fine. Like he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
It's just
there's
nothing new. More. There's nothing really new with the whole situation. We knew he was a fucking weirdo before,
100%.
So it's just like a confirmation that he's a weirdo.
Yeah, 100%.
You know. And then you had Jim Harbaugh getting suspended for 4 games.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's going to be coming back
4 cakewalk games.
Yeah, and you know what?
The whole
you know why he got the 4-game suspension, right?
What is it? Recruiting thing.
Recruiting, but he bought cheeseburgers for recruits.
Oh, the Jimmy Pruitt.
Dude,
money in the cheeseburger.
Oh my god! No, but the fact that he lied about it, if he would have been truthful about it, he wouldn't have gotten a suspension.
It's kind of like the Barry Bonds issue. If he would have been truthful about the roids, he was.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I really don't think that's going to affect Michigan all that much.
No,
they have pretty much everybody returning. Yeah. They added Ernest Hausman, which. Sad day for real sad there. Real sad.
But
I think
respect to that kid because we're going to be rooting for you no matter what until we play you.
Yeah, which is week 5.
Then I hope we run right over your ass.
Yeah. But no, I'm really excited for the Big Ten. There's a lot of good things coming. There are 4 new head coaches.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. And
here's my question: who do you think is going to be obviously taking out Nebraska? What team do you think is going to surprise with like the first year head coach?
A first year head coach? I don't know. I would like to see Purdue.
That's what I'm thinking. Purdue
still kind of be that Purdue team.
I think they're going to. I honestly, with what he did, I can't remember his name. I'm blanking on his name, but what he did with Illinois.
Yeah.
They statistically were as good, if not better, than Georgia's defense last year.
Yeah.
Which is statistically, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you have Georgia run the table, and they might be going for a 3-for-3. Who knows? That's never been, which is weird. Never been done.
Yeah.
Never been done in college football. Nebraska 90s teams was the closest one to do a 3-peat.
Yeah.
And they got screwed in 96. But anyway,
it'd be hard if Georgia 3-peated, but with that schedule this year, I mean, they're probably in the favorites too.
Oh, absolutely.
So
absolutely. Also, they did kind of talk about realignment.
Yeah.
We'll talk Colorado going back to the Big 12. Good thing. I think it's a very good thing for the Big 12 because they were hurting for a while, and then they got BYU. BYU, Cincinnati, UCF.
I think UCF is going to win the Big 12 this year. UCF is
I don't think
loaded.
so.
They're loaded.
They're pretty
Gus
good.
Mel's on there. He probably sitting there like, dude,
so
I don't ever
weird.
have to leave here.
It's so weird. Think about that. Think about the last 3 coaches. They had Scott Frost, Josh Heupel, and then Gus Malzahn.
Yeah.
Like what? How?
Dude, I would love to go there. Like if
dude,
you're a big coach,
you get the scraps of, oh, I didn't get recruited to the SEC. You are literally going to get all of those guys from Florida.
You look at like how recruiting is going right now, and UCF has to recruit against Florida, Florida State, Miami. Okay.
Oh yeah, and the SEC teams.
Yeah, 3 juggernaut schools in states right now, and they're holding their own.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like they're getting a lot of players, and they're getting not just 3 stars, maybe 4 stars. They're getting 4 stars and a couple 5 stars.
Yeah, like they're doing a really good job.
I think watch out for UCF, man.
And that'll be in our conference predictions. We don't really know when that'll come out, but that'll come out. So we'll basically be doing bi-weekly, and we'll be doing some other things when that new NCAA football game comes out. We'll be doing some content on that too.
Yeah,
we'll be doing some content on too on the live stream. Here's my question. Here, no, hold on. Hey, fuck you, dude. My guy ran for 2,500 yards and still lost the Heisman. Fucking ridiculous. Broke every single Big 12 record. Broke every fucking NCAA record in rushing that year. Still, no, get second place.
Second to who?
You're stupid cunt. Kentucky. Basically, Will Levis. Will Levis.
I was at Northern Illinois still.
Were you?
I had Jordan Lynch.
Oh, that's
right.
And
then I went to Kentucky when Jordan Lynch left.
That's right. That's
I'm staying with this guy.
That's right. But no. Here's my question. What if we did live streams of Husker games, like away Husker games? We watch games.
I'd be all right with it, but you guys better be prepared to see us like bitch and moan and say this season's over or we're winning the national championship all in one game.
It's gonna be great. We'll have some ideas.
Drinking some peaches.
Oh Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Big Ten Media Days. Ryan Day saying that he wants the Michigan game, Ohio State game moved from the last place. Like, are you kidding me?
Why?
Are you kidding me? It doesn't really matter when we don't have divisions because guaranteed Ohio State and Michigan are going to be the number 1 and number 2 team, and they're just going to play that week later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you had the scandal of Northwestern that happened a couple weeks before Big Ten.
Yep.
Their coach,
Pat Fitzgerald.
No, who's their new coach? Braun.
Yep.
He was the DC at North Dakota State for a couple of years. Then he went 1 year at Northwestern and gets promoted his first year. So
yeah, good for him.
Good for him. Kind of, hopefully he can bring some light to that football program that's been in just the shadows. So
yeah.
But it's kind of shitty what happened there and everything. It's kind of surprising.
And the fact that it's not just football.
Right.
It's volleyball.
That whole program.
That's
no program.
No. That's not just a football problem. No. That's a athletic department problem.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Did they fire the athletic director too?
No, they still have the athletic director. Yeah, who knows?
Coming next.
Who knows? Yeah, probably, most likely.
That's a damn shame about Northwestern. Because it was always kind of fun. The last couple of years kind of sucked, but they were always kind of that team. We can't really take lightly.
Yeah,
especially Nebraska because we get beat by them.
So I think going back to Colorado, right? Okay, Deion Sanders gets hired. I'm bringing my Louis Vuitton. I'm bringing everything with. I think this was I think this has been in the works since they hired Deion. Colorado looked at the Pac-12 and said they're not working on their TV deal. It's the TV deal. If you think about it, the Big 12 might end up getting all of the because I guarantee you the ACC won't survive and neither will the Pac-12.
Well, Florida State, not to change anything, but you said ACC. Florida State's actively looking to get out of the ACC.
I think if the Big Ten was smart, they'd go after Florida State.
I wouldn't see why they wouldn't.
Which is weird because Oregon's
I feel like the Big Ten needs to get Oregon. Oregon would be huge.
Okay, but then I heard something on Twitter
get that
today.
Nike deal.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money. But I also saw on Twitter that that the Big Ten wasn't looking to expand. But which I feel like is what they have to say.
We said that maybe a season before we got USC and UCLA, and that happened.
And let me tell you, I honestly think that USC and UCLA, the Big Ten adding USC UCLA is better than Texas and Oklahoma going to the SEC. You want to know why?
Why?
Because they have Lincoln Riley. They're gonna be a tough team. UCLA wasn't any slouch. Like Chip Kelly's starting to find his rhythm with his recruiting. Like those two teams are gonna be set. Like Oklahoma has a head coach that is not proven. They struggled last year. I don't know if they're gonna be any better this year. In the SEC, and sure. Texas is Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Texas is Texas. Texas is the premier program at the college football level. And I mean, they have so much booster money that helps out the SEC. Oklahoma in other sports, you can give a shout out to their baseball team in CWS last year. But usually they're kind of mediocre at best.
No, yeah.
Their football team is like a blue blood. They are a blue blood.
No, yeah. They're absolutely they're top.
So
they're top
the
10.
SEC added 2 blue bloods, where the Big Ten added 1 blue blood.
And I feel like UCLA. But
all in all, like you look at every sport across the table, UCLA is like the blue blood of basketball.
Blue blood basketball and volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball they're good. Baseball they're good.
Yep.
So it helps out the Big Ten, but were they thinking about everything? Because the Big Ten baseball is really kind of a joke
it gives them a jolt though, because Wisconsin doesn't have a baseball team.
No. That's why I think the SEC might have panned out a little better because just revenue wise. Because right now we're just kind of working with USC. But
here's the thing: the Big Ten is now coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
And I think that beats out the revenue part of it, because they're going to have a game. And think about this from a TV's rights. They have now, starting this year, they have a Fox kickoff game. They have the 2:30 CBS kickoff game. And they have NBC.
Yep.
Saturday night.
Yep.
I mean, ESPN can have the ACC and the SEC.
And that's the thing. ESPN's all SEC, it seems like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
ACC has their little network down there. And I kind of feel sorry for them. Not really. But, like they just get looked over. Unless Florida State and Miami are playing. Or Clemson's playing Notre Dame or something. I know Notre Dame's in it.
I think Notre Dame. I think eventually. So with this NBC deal is almost going to be pushing. Yeah. I think Notre Dame's going to join the Big Ten eventually.
That'd be the golden ticket. Like if Big Ten.
Oh, absolutely. If they got,
just think if the Big Ten got Oregon, got Stanford, got Notre Dame, it'd give them California or something. That would be huge.
Think about that though. If they got Oregon and Notre Dame, those are two big programs.
A lot of money there.
It's a lot of money.
Big Ten would
jump the SEC.
Yeah, 100%.
In my opinion,
100%.
But no, so that's kind of the college football. Do we want to get into bold predictions for conferences, or do we want to wait on that?
Let's freaking go.
Okay, all right. So
you go first. Let's hear.
Do you want to go? Okay, so we'll go. Go SEC, because I feel like that one's pretty easy.
Okay.
SEC East is going to be Georgia.
Yeah.
No big fucking whoop-de-doo. And I honestly think LSU is probably going to win the West this year.
You think?
I think so.
Well, they won the West last year.
I think Alabama, for the first time, you're starting to see the cracks. Yeah. You're starting to see the cracks in the program. They're not recruiting as well as they used to. Like, they're still doing really well. Don't get me wrong.
Well, this NIL is actually
it's evening. It's evening out the playing field.
100%.
And I absolutely love that. I truly think LSU with Brian Kelly. Yes, is he kind of a joke? He's kind of like,
he's a good coach.
No, honestly though,
he is really a good coach.
He is, but he gives off PJ Fleck vibes. Like those two are very similar. Like him doing the whole thing last year, having the fake Southern accent.
Oh yeah.
Like what the fuck was that?
Yeah, you come to LSU in the bayou, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bayou. Dude, you're from fucking like where are you? You're not even from the South. Shut the fuck up. No, but I think LSU and Georgia is going to be the SEC championship, and I think Georgia's going to be a representative of the SEC for the college football playoff this year.
Okay, so that's good. Got half of it right. I got Georgia for sure. I mean, how can you not? I mean, they're just loaded.
Now I'm starting to think, well, we're going to go with the West. Are you going to go Alabama?
You hit it right on the head with Bama. I think they're recruiting. They're starting to struggle on recruiting. They're still getting the players because it's Nick Saban. If you want to go to the league, go to the Nick Saban.
Oh, absolutely.
They're still getting good players. This is not me bashing Alabama at all.
Yeah.
But if we have any Bama fans that listen to this podcast, they're going to hate me from the start.
Oh, absolutely.
I say Auburn.
Wow.
Yeah.
First
Auburn
year
in the West.
Year of,
it's going to be Alabama, Auburn, and the Iron Bowl
for
to go to
the SEC championship. That's interesting.
I think it's going to be almost one of them situations where it's a three-way tie to get to the SEC West champion. To win the West.
Yeah,
and it's going to be LSU, and LSU's going to drop one. They're going to need Bama to win.
Yeah,
say they lose to Auburn.
Yeah,
and they need Bama to win because they beat Bama.
Yeah.
Auburn's going to win.
It's going to be interesting.
Dude, I'm loving Hugh Freeze.
Hugh Freeze.
Who isn't? But
he's using NIL. He just flipped a cornerback and a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So
Ohio State, wasn't it?
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me.
It's just going to be one of them years where Auburn may have 2 losses, but they're gonna
they're gonna surprise
this game
Alabama.
And they're gonna win it. You're gonna oh my god, now they're in the SEC championship.
Yeah.
I love chaos, so awesome.
Pac-12.
Ooh, what's left?
Pac-12 North. Who's all in that division?
Pac-12 North is
Colorado,
Stanford,
Utah, Stanford, Oregon, Washington.
In the South, aren't they?
No,
Arizona
I thought they were in the
State,
North.
Arizona. Anyway.
It doesn't really matter. I think Utah is going to be.
We'll cut that out.
Yeah, cut that. Utah and USC. I think that's going to be the Pac-12 championship this year.
It's going to be hard to go against USC because
Caleb Williams is a fucking stud.
Lincoln Riley is a coach.
Oh yeah, the fact that he came out and said the reason they lost Tulane was because they didn't want to be there. Most iconic shit. We get it, dude. You didn't want to be there. Yeah. You were so close to beating.
Dude, Tulane was good. Though,
Tulane was
Don't
really
take
good.
anything away from the Green Wave, man.
Dude, Tulane was good, but I think USC is going to get their revenge. I think USC is going to win the Pac-12 this year.
Yeah.
Do they run the table though and go undefeated? Who knows? Caleb Williams can only get them so far. Last year, and this has been the thing with Lincoln Riley's teams every year. They struggle on defense. Yeah. They struggle on defense. Mm-hmm. So I feel like the biggest thing for them is to really shore up that defensive side. Yeah. And let me tell you.
How many times did we say that when he was at Oklahoma?
Yeah, but they would make it and then they get their shit kicked in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not going to get any easier when you go to the Big Ten, buddy.
No, it's not.
Especially when Nebraska's starting to be all right, we're going to start running it.
They announced they're going to play late night November games.
Yeah, good luck, dude.
Just think if USC's playing Michigan or Penn State
or even Nebraska,
it's just sitting there snowing on them,
Yeah,
good luck, guys.
Yeah. See how far that takes you.
I honestly think if USC does not win it this year, they'll never win it because it's going to be so hard for them California boys to get acclimated.
And the fact that there's not going to be divisions.
No.
Which I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll talk about that in another segment. So those are my 2 picks for Pac-12.
And Pac-12, I would have to agree with you here. It's hard to go against USC
and against Utah.
Utah is just so gritty.
Yes,
dude,
they showed that last year.
There is just he's awesome, and they're Cam Rising, their quarterback. I'm gonna have to go with Utah though. Just because you went USC, I'll go Utah.
Okay. We'll go ACC.
ACC.
I don't really pay attention to that conference, to be honest. I'm
Clemson's going to be in it this year. They're pretty.
Clemson had an off year last year.
It was a weird year.
But they got. You know what? I'll go with Clemson, North Carolina.
Clemson, North Carolina.
Drake May is a fucking boss. He's supposed to be a top 3 pick.
Yeah.
This coming out playing this year. So I think North Carolina could be a good sneaky team. Yeah. But I think that Clemson will probably end up winning the conference.
See, you got to help me here. Is Florida State and Clemson on the same side?
I believe they're on opposite sides.
Opposite? I got to go Clemson and Florida State then. Dude, I hate saying this because I'm a Gator fan.
Mark Norvell is doing
like they wanted to fire him in this.
Well, dude,
he just picked up the number 2 cornerback in the nation.
Yeah, they're doing really well.
Just a stud at recruiting right now. I mean, they had a great weekend, and that quarterback Jordan Travis is his name, I believe.
Yes,
I think he's a Heisman contender.
Interesting.
I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, what he did against Florida Gators last year in the last game of the season for him, it's just like, wow, dude's a stud. And they're good. And Mike Norvell likes to sling the ball. He does. He runs a high-powered offense.
If you watch what he did at Memphis,
he was fun to watch. And
the fact that they had Darrell Henderson in those years too, and that guy was a fucking stud running back.
Yeah.
But
so I had to go Clemson and Florida State.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Florida State winning that.
Okay.
I really am.
All right. Okay.
I think let's stay in the ACC real fast. Just give your thought on Miami right now. Let's see what you think. Have you heard anything about them?
Who knows with that program? It's been up and down for so long that it's just like Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
Like it's been you get the guy that you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not panning out.
It's not.
And I feel like
they don't know what to do right now.
No, and it's I can sympathize with you. I can sympathize with you, Canes fans. Okay, you know
the Canes.
Yeah. I mean, I will never forgive you for what you did to us in 2001. So fuck you, Ed Reed. But I don't really know what Miami is as a team. They're so up and down, and it's just like us. When we get to the Husker schedule, that's gonna be a doozy of a podcast.
Yeah. I'm with you. It's just like, who is Miami right now?
Yeah, they've lost their identity.
Yeah, there's a deal. It's a joke, obviously, guys. Don't take it real. But they play Miami of Ohio.
Oh yeah. It's the battle of the Miamis.
Yeah, they're putting if Miami loses to Miami of Ohio, they can't call themselves the U. Oh my goodness! I kind of hope they lose.
I think it's fun. I think it's funny as shit,
dude. You would get just
absolute shit on
fired. You're out.
Do you think that's what? Do you think losing to a Miami of Ohio is worse than losing to a Georgia Southern?
Yeah, I really do. Georgia Southern wasn't terrible.
What's his face?
Clay Helton.
Yeah.
He's a good coach.
He is a good coach. I mean, if USC wouldn't have hired Lincoln Riley, I think that would.
He might have still been the coach. He was kind of getting burnt out there. I mean, just game. It was just simple as not winning the games you're supposed to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Big 12.
This is interesting.
You said UCF.
I said UCF.
Who are they playing in the Big 12 championship?
Cincinnati.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 newbies.
I'm taking the blue bloods out of there. Texas and Oklahoma. Oklahoma has not sold me. I feel like Oklahoma's maybe like a 8-14, 9-14, maybe. Texas is going to be in that third place situation right there.
Okay. Yeah.
But I feel like Cincinnati and UCF, they're still good, dude.
I think you're sleeping on a team that really surprised everybody last year.
No!
I think
Kansas, get off of that.
That Lance Leipold.
I'm sure you wanted Leipold.
No,
coach,
I'm glad that we got Rule. But Leipold, what he did last year with Kansas of all programs, they had one good year where they won the Orange Bowl in the early 2000s with Mangini.
They still only won 6 games.
Yeah, but it's better. When was the last time they had won a home game in the Big 12? 10 years? That's what I'm saying. He's done a lot for that program. But I also think I think TCU regresses.
TCU is going to be good.
I think they regress from making it in the playoffs
for sure.
But I think the real sleeper here is K-State. I'm picking them to win the Big 12 again this year. I love what Kleiman is doing down in K-State.
He's a good coach.
He's a good coach. Nebraska guy.
If they didn't get Matt Rule, I'm cool with him. But
Chris Kleiman, he
100%.
He knows how he runs the same stuff that Nebraska should be running.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna pick. I'll say UCF.
Who?
I'll say UCF and K-State.
Okay.
K-State's a good team.
They are good. Big 12 will be interesting.
They lost Deuce Vaughn, which hurts.
Mm-hmm.
He was a lot of their production.
Will Howard,
but they do. And I mean, Adrian had a little bit of flashes.
Fuck him.
I love him. I think.
Did you go to his garage sale?
I did not go to his garage sale, but I liked. And we're gonna get off on this. This is how the podcast is gonna go. We're gonna go on tangents here, people. But for Adrian Martinez's legacy, right? Okay, and it sucks because it happens with all it. No, not statistically.
It sucked.
Statistically, he was one of the best quarterbacks that Nebraska's ever had.
One of the best at giving me a heart attack.
Yeah, well, you know what? They all gave me a heart attack. Honestly, him and Tommy Armstrong. Tommy Armstrong's a fucking beast.
Tommy Armstrong never had a losing season.
That's also not that. Like, you can't. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Oh, stop!
It's a weird thing.
Adrian Martinez was a bust here, and he's going to be a bust in the NFL.
He's not going to play. He'll be a practice squad, and guess what? He'll be making more money than you or I will ever make. Let's just
subscribe to this.
yeah, subscribe so that we don't have to be paid less than Adrian Martinez. Just kidding. Don't worry. No, but K-State is K-State's a good team.
They're good. It's going to be interesting in the Big 12 just because there's a lot of hype in the offseason going on right now, and they're probably not done picking up a team.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if like SMU gets in or something with the Big 10 or Big 12.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, kind of have that Big South.
Yeah, Big 8, Big South. No, it was Big South
Big
because
South,
it was with Arkansas and then the Texas teams.
So it'll be interesting. Yeah. I'm excited about the Big 12.
Yeah. And now to the Big 10. The homers and us want to say Nebraska winning the Big 10 West, but I don't think that's. You know who's gonna come out of the Big 10 West?
Northwestern.
Illinois. Illinois.
They're going to be scrappy, but it's just
Illinois. But they have this way that Bielema had Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
When the whole thing you knew that Wisconsin was going to do is that they were going to have good offensive line and defensive line, and that's what Bielema is doing.
Yeah.
He's building up that offensive line and defensive line, and they're rushing. They're one of the top rushing teams in the Big Ten. And I just see that working. I would love for the Huskers to be in that conversation.
Yeah.
It's just there's a lot of unknowns with us.
The problem with Bielema is like he left Wisconsin, they were riding high and everything, and Wisconsin still was good without him.
Yeah, fickle.
And then he went to Arkansas and had one good year at Arkansas. And it was kind of hard to watch the rest of his years. What was he there? 4 years?
Yeah, I think 4 years.
And he got canned there, and then now he's at Illinois after a trip in the NFL and everything.
Yeah.
And so his was his second year at Illinois. Last year was the second.
Yeah, they won 8 games.
And they were good.
They were good. Really good. Okay? They won a bowl game.
It's going to be interesting to see how they are this year.
Okay, so
they lost their DC.
Yeah.
And their defense is going to take a hit.
I think so, but I still think they have the talent. They just
picked up that Wisconsin coach.
Yeah, Jim Leonard.
Yeah,
they just added him as an analyst, which is funny because he's not going to be involved in any game day stuff. He's strictly Sunday to Thursday.
Huh.
That's what Bielema said during his press conference thing. But no, and then for the East, it's a toss up. It's really between Penn State, Michigan, and Ohio State. I think Michigan wins. I think Michigan wins the East again this year.
Yeah.
Michigan just is reloading, just like Ohio State has been the last couple of years.
The 2 scariest running backs in the Big
Ten
in the nation.
Blake Corum, and then I think he's a scary pick for the Heisman. So whatever odds you have, guys, Blake Corum for Heisman, not a bad pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Michigan takes the East. And I think Michigan is the representative for the Big Ten in the college football playoff again.
I got to agree with you on Michigan. I think.
Yep. They're so sound.
Let me ask you this before I give my West pick. Do you think if Michigan beats Ohio State again, is Ryan Day fired?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
It's a cutthroat job there.
It is, but who are you going to get? Who are you going to get?
Anyone. It's Ohio State.
Yeah, but like, who are you?
Anyone will.
Okay, no. Time out. No. But think about this, right? Okay, let's just make it into like the comparing to Nebraska, right? You have Solich, right? He loses in the national championship game, and he gets fired for not on the field stuff, but off the field stuff. Okay, Nebraska's never been the same. So if you fire Ryan Day, you have the possibility of having that scenario happen.
What has Ryan Day done for you other than just win you a couple games?
He's won the Big Ten.
Has he won the national championship?
He's made it to the college football playoff, which is a lot further than a lot of teams in the Big Ten can say.
Championship? Okay, Ohio State's not Iowa. Winning games is not enough for the Ohio State.
That is fair. That is fair.
Iowa would love. I'm throwing shade at Iowa.
Yeah, fuck Iowa. We are a fuck Iowa podcast.
And Iowa's cool with winning 8-9 games a year.
Yeah.
Ohio State wins 8-9 games. That dude's on the hot seat.
Yeah, but they're not losing more than 2 games.
I know, but they're not winning the big ones though. They're losing against their
it's
all-time
like Bo.
rival.
It's like Bo.
They're losing against their all-time rival.
Yeah.
And they're losing in the national championship. They can't have that. They can't. It's the Ohio State.
We'll see. But I also think that they also
believe me. If Nebraska was in this situation right now, I'd be like, "Hey, no, he's all right.
Yeah,
he's all right. We're good.
Yeah.
We do not need to do this again."
Yeah,
but it's Ohio State. They're a blue blood brand. They're just like
they're so used to kicking the shit out of Michigan.
So I feel like I'm not gonna go to the extent of Ryan Day's gonna be fired if Michigan beats them. But definitely, you're gonna hear some grumblings. He's going to be on the hot seat, and people are going to be like, people like Herbstreit are going to be like,
"What's going on?
Settle down. Settle down.
People, what's going on at Ohio State, guys?
Yeah.
They're just not. They're not that program. I don't know what's going on. My name's Kirk Herbstreit. I do Amazon on Thursday nights. He is. I love Herbstreit. I would take Herbstreit over Romo. Romo's annoying me.
I love Romo, dude.
Romo annoys me. So I think it's because I'm so. He's always on the Chiefs. Him and Nance. I wish I could take Nance and put him with Herbstreit. I think that's the power team. But I also like him with Al Michaels too, though.
Yeah, Al Michaels is good.
Yeah, and we'll get into NFL here in a little bit.
So I'm gonna say Michigan versus what the hell, right high, fucking Nebraska, baby.
Jesus.
Yeah, we're gonna win the West.
I hope that would be huge. But yeah, that's kind of our conference breakdown. We didn't do the ACC or the AAC because we don't give a shit. We Power Fives. Yeah. All right, let's get into the NFL. Big controversy here.
Huge.
The running back position over the last 2 weeks, and I kind of and I'll give my piece and I'll see where you're at with this, right? And this has been the way of the running backs for the last 10, 15 years, right? Running backs have been used to running the ball, doing all these things, and getting paid like that. Like obviously, I feel like running back and linebacker are the easiest, not the easiest, but the length of playing time,
the longevity.
Thank you, longevity. The longevity of the position is so much harder, and you take so many hits that teams aren't going to give you max dollar for that. But I also think that Christian McCaffrey has changed that narrative. ETN at a time.
Did you watch ETN?
Yeah, I watched it. You got to diversify your portfolio, man. Yep. You've got to be willing to catch the ball out of the backfield.
Yeah, because if you're just a bruiser, I mean,
you're never that's the problem with Derrick Henry. He doesn't get enough. He doesn't catch enough passes.
Right.
You know,
and think about this. Jonathan Taylor too.
Yeah, I agree. But I
hate to say it, guys, but you got to do something else other than just run downhill.
So, obviously, after hearing what Jim Irsay said, saying that it was inappropriate for them to try to bargain, I get where Jim Irsay is coming from, but Jim Irsay, you don't fucking say that to the media. You don't say anything. Jonathan Taylor wants out of the Colts, and I wish I could pull up that quote that Irsay said. Irsay said something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, if I died and Jonathan Taylor wasn't on the team, like nothing in the NFL would matter." And you know what's sad? It's fucking true. Yeah. It's true, and it sucks because I feel like at the running back position, you should be paid because I mean, look at the quarterback position. We'll talk about that in a little bit. They're getting hand over fist. Mm-hmm. And they are worth that because the quarterback position in the NFL, if you don't have a good quarterback, your team's not going to be fucking good. It's not like what it was back in the early 2000s to like the 90s.
You can make an argument with the Niners and everything, how they played 4 quarterbacks and still got to the NFC.
Yeah, but those quarterbacks aren't like without Brock Purdy.
Probably the reason why they didn't go to the Super Bowl is because they didn't have one quarterback.
That's the problem. So. Yeah, so like that's the proof right there. You have to have a good quarterback.
And look, like, I hate to be a brag about my team right now, but it's like 100% what you just said.
Yeah,
Jags have a good quarterback now, and they made the AFC. Like, they were playing in the AFC playoffs.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
We couldn't even sniff the playoffs if fucking right in front of us.
Exactly. I mean, it's the same way with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You don't have Patrick Mahomes.
I still think the Chiefs are going to be pretty good if like Pat is gone.
Well, I mean, Chad Henne did his job whenever he had to come in. And
they got Big Red, man.
But yeah, I think
he's a stud.
And the Chiefs are going to be number one in the AFC again this year. Yes.
Be tough, but they probably will win it.
They'll probably win it. It all depends on Joe Burrow's health.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And we'll talk about that when we talk about Herbert. But like I
the running back market.
I feel like what these running backs are asking is not too much, but they also have to come to the table, and I feel like the owners need to come to the table with good faith. Because you have to look at, Ezekiel Elliott, right? Mm-hmm. And you can kind of blame Ezekiel Elliott. Like, hey, thanks for making
Todd Gurley.
Yep. Thanks for making these shit deals, which back then were actually really good deals.
They were really good. I mean, 5-year deals and over $100 million.
So do you know what they should do, right? Take the concept.
But they never panned out is the thing.
My thing is that how about you put incentives?
Yeah.
Okay, if I hit over 2,000 yards, I get $1 million bonus.
Yep.
But you'll never do it, which is fair because then you get more out of that running back. Hey, you get 50 receptions over the season. There you go. That forces them to not be one-dimensional. Mm-hmm. You have to be willing to catch the ball out of the backfield because that's where the NFL is going. The NFL is going away from ground and pound offense to, hey, we're going to spread it out. Mm-hmm. You got to be able to catch the ball out of the backfield to really make your money.
Yep. And, like, I agree with you there. It's just, like, the Chiefs' backfield right now is Pacheco and
Hilaire and McKinnon. McKinnon caught 8 touchdowns in a span of 4 games last year.
Clyde's going away because he really is not that good out of the backfield and everything. They got Pacheco, who's faster than snot and can catch out of the backfield. And they don't pay their running backs at all because they get these younger kids.
Yeah, they get them younger kids. But I think that's the thing, though.
I understand why Jonathan Taylor and Saquon Barkley are upset.
Oh, absolutely.
But I agree. You gotta see the big picture here. Why would someone invest all their money of their cap space and everything in someone that could be hurt the next play?
In a position where you take more hits than a quarterback or a lineman.
There's 100 more running backs that could do the exact same as you.
Yes, exactly. And they're younger.
Yeah.
They're cheaper. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I am completely with the player. I get where both sides are coming from. It just sucks that we have Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley. And, Saquon does a great job out of the backfield.
Yeah.
He catches the ball. He's great
hurt,
when he's not hurt. Like, and I feel like Christian McCaffrey is kind of the outlier here. Mm-hmm. He's going to get paid that big money from San Francisco because he's great.
Yeah.
He also is in a division where, the Seahawks are going to be really good. Seahawks are going to be better.
How Geno does. I'm excited.
And I'm really excited for Geno, and I'm really excited for Kenneth Walker. Year 2, Kenneth Walker, because he was coming out hot.
Yeah, he was.
And sure. I just the running back position, that's a whole shit show. Mm-hmm. Let's get into Justin Herbert's contract.
Huge.
And let me
just deserved it.
Oh hell yeah! See him statistically, and with the Chargers. Being a Chiefs fan, I love watching the Chargers and the Chiefs play because it's so many points scored. Yeah. Those two quarterbacks are so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
And
but why can't the Chargers turn all these points into wins?
Their defense.
It's that bad?
I think my thing is like it's like when the Chiefs had Alex Smith, right?
Yeah.
They had Bob Sutton, right? Bend but don't break defense. You could always rely on his defense. They'd give up points, but when it really mattered, they would be fine.
Yeah.
Like they're not worried. Like the defense just it's not it's a break defense. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're also playing against Patrick Mahomes, which is Sorry again,
But
not tooting my own horn, but they are the best team in football.
Well, they are.
They're playing. They have to play him twice a year. Mm-hmm. So those are. But like lately, they've gone into these games and have been up on the Chiefs by 17 points.
Yeah.
And their defense just shits it away.
Yeah. I don't know if they shit it away or is Patrick Mahomes that good of
Patrick Mahomes is that man.
Adjusting and everything.
He's that man. But no, Justin Herbert, the guy statistically, he's right there.
Yeah.
He's right there. And I mean, this makes it interesting.
He's getting paid like a top 5 quarterback. Do you think he's a top 5
quarterback?
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think he is.
I don't think so.
I think he's right. I think
I can name you 5. I can name you probably 7 quarterbacks right now that are better than him.
Are any of them? I can probably give you the 5 that you're thinking of. Mahomes is better than him.
Mahomes 1. Allen's probably 3.
Burrow.
Burrow's 2.
One quarterback or Lawrence. No, I wouldn't say Lawrence is better than Herbert though.
I think he's better.
I think Lawrence.
He's got a better team than Herbert.
I think
maybe one more year he's better.
If statistically, dude, I think statistically
Herbert throws a pick almost every other
but he also throws for like 300 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Okay, so did Matt Ryan.
He was an MVP.
1 year.
He's still got an MVP.
Do you think Herbert's going to win MVP though?
You think Herbert will ever? Division.
You think
Herbert? Not in that division.
No, in the NFL.
Yeah.
He'll ever win MVP?
I think he's got he won Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, man. I don't think so.
I think them paying him is the best.
But I just don't think so.
I think what the Chargers did was smart. Lock down your guy.
Yeah, you got to lock him down. He's your franchise.
And let me just tell you this right now. Everybody that was shitting on Mahomes for taking that 10-year deal.
Didn't he just sign something else?
No. He's the 6th highest paid quarterback.
Didn't he just sign something else so it fluctuates so they can sign more players?
That's my point.
Yeah.
Everybody was shitting on his contract, and it's like, no, he will take less money and he will backlog it. He will get the money on the back end.
Last 2 years of his contract, he's going to be the highest paid quarterback, isn't he?
I'm not sure.
It goes up every year.
Yeah, but the money isn't always what he's going to be guaranteed. It's guaranteed, and that's why I think people.
His contract was kind of confusing.
Well, it's the longest one that a quarterback has never signed for that many years, and that's why the money is guaranteed. That's why that money is so large.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to get paid. At the end of the day, he's not going to make $500 million after that 10 years. I think he signs again if they win 2 more Super Bowls. I think they win 2. That's 4.
That's 4.
That's 4.
Hey,
he's not gonna win 7. He's not gonna win 7.
Don't say he's done after 4. I mean, if you all watch that quarterback documentary on Netflix,
he's going for Brady.
100% like Rotten Tomatoes. 100%. Holmes is a competitor. He does not want to lose,
dude. And that's what and
it was great. I loved it.
And it's so interesting seeing Mahomes
other side. You don't see
the way. No, and that's why I always compare him to Jordan, because Jordan with the competitiveness, yes, is Tom Brady. I would say if you're gonna compare, I'd say Brady is like Jordan and Mahomes is like Kobe.
I'd say that'd be fair. Yeah, because Mahomes doesn't. He it showed in the quarterback thing. He kind of gives a little riz and raz and everything, shit talks a little bit,
Yeah.
But only when it's coming to him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Jordan, after watching The Last Dance, granted, I was a baby when he was playing.
No, same here.
The dude did not handle losing or being even down. He wanted to be the leading scorer, the leading rebounder. And if they were even close to losing, he was pissed.
No, yeah.
He would just shit talk everyone.
And here's my thing though.
I say Brady does that, but Brady was the competitive nature.
Yeah, competitive nature is Jordan's for sure. But
and how all 4 of them just perfect, perfect.
How much? Yeah.
It's
I mean,
just, wow.
The way he was able to get his trainer to move to Kansas City.
Yeah. Well, shit, that wasn't that hard.
No, but
dude, hey, I'll pay $1 million a year,
dude. And he's willing to do anything to win.
Yeah. I mean, it's exciting. I think bigger things are happening to Mahomes in the future.
Oh, I think
maybe another Super Bowl. Maybe. I hate saying that, but because I want to see the Jags, but I don't think I'll ever see the Jags. Not with the loaded AFC now.
No, and We'll get to talk.
Just want to watch them in January.
We'll talk about the Jet situation too. That's not on the rundown.
Crazy.
That's not on the rundown for this episode, but that is.
Would you? This might be a little curveball on the rundown, but what'd you think of the quarterback documentary?
Loved it. Kirk Cousins is weird.
Dude, Kirk Cousins is a dad. Man.
He's a dad.
He is
straight up dad.
100% a dad.
You're right.
Loses in the playoffs, goes home. Man, that just sucked, man.
Yeah,
that just sucked. All right, guys, time for bed.
Yeah,
we're gonna go take a bath together. We're gonna pray and we're gonna go to bed.
Yeah,
loved it, dude.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins. He's 100% a dad.
Yeah, he is definitely a dad.
It just showed like
the
what
different
the quarterbacks went.
Yes,
I kind of feel sorry for Mariota. I kind of don't because like he quit on his team.
He's now at the Eagles.
He's now at the Eagles. Internet breaking news? No, not really, but he was doing good at the Falcons. Yeah, and then it kind of just spiraled out of control. Like in one episode they lost 5 straight, and you're like, wait, what? Like you guys just had a winning record. Yeah, and now they lost 5 straight.
And it goes to show you how quick the NFL works in bounces and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it's crazy. The quarterback show is great. Yeah,
I hope they pick up 3 more quarterbacks.
I know they are.
I know they're struggling.
No, they are. I hope. I
think Justin Fields is one.
He declined.
He did,
and so did Hurts.
Hurts declined,
and
twice.
So did Dak,
and so did the Rams guy.
Stafford. Yeah, Stafford also did.
Did.
Okay, so but I like the reason why Pat's reasoning for doing it. Well, he watched The Last Dance. It was like, I want my kids to see how good I was in my he's not in his prime yet. No, he's getting there though. He wants his kids to see how much work he put into that. It wasn't just given to him.
It wasn't just waking up and going to practice.
Yes. And I think that's very important. Mm-hmm. And I feel like some of these quarterbacks aren't looking at it that way. Right. They're looking at it as a distraction, which it could honestly be.
I just laugh at that because wasn't it Dak that said, well, I just feel like I'd be distracted if I did this and everything.
Then don't be distracted.
And be like, okay, that's
what? A mental
They
thing.
Followed Patrick Mahomes around. He won the damn Super Bowl, the MVP, and the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
Was it a distraction for him? Because he got it done.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say, Dak, dude?
No, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, no.
Find another excuse.
No,
I understand. If you just don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. That's fine. But come on, guys. Don't blame it being a distraction.
No, yeah. Absolutely. No. And we'll see. We'll give our NFL predictions probably next. No. We'll give it a while. Yeah. We still got like 2 weeks, 3 weeks from
Hard Knocks coming out.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude, we should do reviews for that.
Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Let us know on that if you guys want.
Yeah, absolutely. But no.
Hard Knocks is at the Jets, by the way.
With Aaron. So kind of circling back, guys, just bear with us. The whole tangent thing's gonna be tough for us to get down. We haven't done this in a while. But going back to Justin Herbert, okay, with Burrow going down,
I know.
Because he's the next. Because there was a report that neither one, Burrow wasn't going to sign a contract until he saw what Herbert did, and Herbert wasn't going to sign one until Burrow did. So they were at a standstill. Mm-hmm. So now Herbert's getting paid $237 million over 5 or 6 years.
Jesus.
And now,
a lot of money.
And that same week, Burrow goes down with that calf injury. Okay,
out 3 to 4 weeks, or 5 to 6.
And here's my hot take. Here's my hot take. I wouldn't step on the field until week 1 if I were him. Yeah. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Or I'm not stepping on that field until I get a guaranteed contract.
Yeah.
Because
they're going to give him a guarantee.
Yeah, absolutely, they have to.
But here's the Chargers. They got to sign. Bengals have to sign their guy.
I agree.
But if I was Burrow, they have so many weapons that other teams do not have.
No, yeah.
That are going to be up for a contract.
And you want to do what Mahomes did.
I don't even know if you want to get that much.
No, but like have the contract. Have the contract where it's like if my contract is the reason that we aren't able to sign 100%. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, or Tyler Boyd.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take money off of that contract.
Absolutely.
And make it into incentives or do anything.
Yep.
I think that's what Mahomes has done, and that's what Brady did to win championships. You
that's
have to
what
be
Brady
willing
did
to.
Every year.
Yeah, that's what Brady did.
Yep.
Well, that's because he was banging Giselle, who was making
more money
than him.
Yeah.
But that if I'm Burrow, I look at that money and I say, okay, he got his bag. But if you want to be known as the best or the greatest of all time, money's great. Like what? And we keep talking about Mahomes, but like I feel like Mahomes' thing was like, yeah, I've made enough money.
Yeah.
I'm about legacy.
I made it the league. I'm past my rookie contract. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm waiting on my legacy now.
And obviously things would change if I was actually in the league. But if I was in the league, I always tell myself, be like, dude, pay me $2 million, pay me the veteran deal. I don't care what year I'm in.
And think about,
I can live off of that, dude.
And think about this though.
Go sign me the best player.
No, but think about this, Nate. Though, okay, so a lot of these quarterbacks are they have endorsement deals.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%.
He's probably living pretty fucking good off of those endorsement deals.
Yep.
If you're smart, if your agent's smart, you'll load up as a quarterback in the NFL. You want every endorsement deal under the sun because then it gives you the opportunity to not haggle with the team for a big contract.
Right.
And I feel like that's where Rodgers went wrong in Green Bay.
Well, Rodgers did just sign. He
lowered it. Yep. But I think it's so funny. I feel like he's doing this out of being petty. I think he's being petty to the Packers, and I get it. The Packers fucked him hard. They drafted. They needed more weapons. And Watson had a great year last year. He had a great rookie year. Mm-hmm. We'll see how those Packers do with Jordan.
My problem with Aaron Rodgers is just like come on, dude. Like you say, you need more weapons. I want to be traded because they don't give me weapons in the draft. They're just piddle fucking around and everything. So he signs with the Jets, and the Jets sign literally the entire starting offense of the freaking Packers.
Yep.
Like, what do we do? I thought you needed more weapons. Like, why are you going back to
guess what? They're probably going to sign Dalvin Cook this week. Probably. So
Which sucks, dude.
Because Breece Hall and Michael Carter, who both were really good last year, when Breece Hall went down and Michael Carter stepped right in and did so well for the Jets.
Yeah.
And we're not my uncle's a Jets fan, so I don't really give a fuck about that.
I like Robert Saleh.
I think he's Salah. You mean Salah?
I think he's a hell of a coach.
As
and I hope the Jets suck because I don't like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
but I don't want to see him suck so bad because
it makes that division. It makes that division so much more interesting.
When's the last time you've seen the Patriots last in their division?
I know.
Like that's going to be way different. A lot of
there's
going to be. Yeah, I was going to say there's going to be a lot of happy people.
I love seeing that shit. I love seeing
who's coming. Let's sneak peek.
Okay.
Who's coming out of that division? Ooh. You got the Bills, the Dolphins, Jets, and Patriots. I'm going to go with the mammal.
You're going with Bills.
Well, yeah, they're a mammal too. But I'm going with the Dolphins, the sea mammal.
Seaman. I see what you're
sea mammal. I love how that coach coaches. If they could keep Tua healthy, dude.
Hold on, time out.
They're good.
Time out.
They just signed Eli Apple, which is hilarious.
Time out. The Jets are winning that division.
Oh, come on.
The Jets are winning that division.
No.
Yes, no. They're the Bills. What have they done on defense? They haven't added anybody on defense. Or Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, are they cool or are they still beefing? Because I cannot figure that fucking situation out at all.
I don't know
what the
problem is.
I don't think the Bills and Josh Allen, the biggest thing that I will say, knock against him. He's not clutch.
He's not, but
he's not clutch, man. Yes, does he go up against the Chiefs every single fucking year? But it's the Jordan effect. Yeah. You have to beat the best to be the best.
Yeah. And Josh Allen, I don't think is even number 2 of the best.
No, because Burrow is.
Yeah.
Burrow has that fucking energy, man.
He's beaten Mahomes.
And
he's 2-1 against Mahomes.
No, he's 3-1.
Is he 3-1? Oh, yeah, they played regular season,
AFC Championship.
Twice.
No, once.
So they played twice in the regular season? Or once in the... Was it in the...
No, okay, so yeah, you're right. 2-1.
They're 2-1. Yeah.
Yeah, they played 3 times.
Because he was 2-0, and that's why they started saying Burrowhead and everything.
Yes.
And then
they got their fucking ass kicked.
They didn't get kicked, dude. They got cheated.
No, shut the
That's
fuck
here
up.
and there. That's here and there.
I will say,
so you think the Jets, huh?
Okay, so on social media, Chiefs fans hate the Bengals, hate the Bills. Not me. I love seeing the Bengals and I love seeing the Bills be so.
Well, you're gonna get a great fucking game.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, and also kind of like being the Husker homer. Like, I like seeing Zach Taylor be getting the recognition that he's a great coach. Yeah. I love. Yeah, Cam. Stanley Morgan also plays for them.
Stanley Morgan, yeah.
Yes, I mean, I love Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is that man. If we didn't have Patrick Mahomes, I would die to have Joe Burrow. And Josh Allen, competitive as shit. Yep. Love him.
He's just too much turnovers, though.
I agree. He coughs the ball up in the worst ways.
The worst ways. I mean, going back to that quarterback Netflix documentary, they had the ball when they were playing. It was the Bills and Vikings, and Vikings went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Okay, it was on the goal line.
Well, are you talking about with the goal line situation where he fumbles?
Well, when Josh Allen fumbles,
yes,
and the Vikings got
it's moments.
It's
moments like that. It's moments like that are just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, and I'll never forget that game because Justin Jefferson.
Oh my god,
dog,
dude,
dog.
Dude, are you taking him number 1?
No, I'm not taking him number 1. I'm taking that boy right there, number 1.
You're taking Mahomes?
I'm taking Mahomes number 1, dude. I got to.
Are you shitting me?
I have to take a longevity player, dude. I don't know where Justin Jefferson stands. Because Kirk Cousins could get hurt. Who the hell is going to throw him the ball? Kyler Munn?
I'm not taking. I'm sitting pretty good at 7. I like
7. 7. Well, I don't know.
I like 7.
7's tough because your first pick's good. Your second pick, you're waiting for fucking ever.
No, you're not. Because snake draft.
Yeah, but it's number 10. 10. It goes 10 and then 10 again and then 9 and then 8 and then 7.
I like where I'm at.
I don't know. You're getting middle of the pack players there.
If you and I've been watching. See, I've been doing more research this year. Fuck you guys.
You should because you suck. Guess what? I'm fantasy football champion right here, and they like to shit on me. So.
Anyway. But yeah, you'll get fantasy football talk.
Oh, hell yeah.
And honestly, I think we might just watch football together on Sundays.
You know, it'd be kind of cool. We'll have to run this by the guys. Live stream our draft. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh,
to see.
Jesus, those two fucking all of them fucking idiots. Maybe. We'll see.
The only problem is people are gonna figure out Lucas is a big old homer job here.
No, I'm maybe taking 1 or 2, and I guarantee he's off the board, and I guarantee Kelsey will be off the board.
I bet Ryan takes Kelsey.
No, for sure. Which whatever. Then I won't have to take a Chief unless Pacheco's there.
But you look, the only position I always get worried about in the NFL is the running back.
Yeah.
Because it's just like so hit or miss.
There's so many good running backs, though.
Yeah.
There's so many good running backs.
But you never know. Like, they could go 10 carries one game, 150 yards, 2 tutties, and then next game they get 2 carries and like 6 yards. And you're like, what the fuck was that?
No, yeah. It's all about matchups, man. It's all about matchups. All right, guys. To end the podcast, sorry for those that aren't Husker fans, because this is going to be our top 5 favorite players, or top five players of the 2000s, and I cannot stress this enough. 2000s to present day.
The 2000s, not the 90s.
We're not including Scott Frost, Lawrence Phillips, Tommy Frazier, Turner Gill,
Rogers.
Yeah, Johnny Rogers. So
Man,
it's specifically it's 2000s on, and we're gonna flip a coin to see who goes first.
All right, I'm gonna flip a coin.
Okay, what do you want? Since you're the visitor,
I want heads.
Since you're the visitor, you get.
I want heads. I want heads. You gonna catch it?
Okay, whoops.
What the hell?
Yeah, hold on.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. With do you want to do inner? Do you want to go
1-1?
No, go 5. Go 5. Do you want to do your top 5 and then I'll do my top 5?
Or you want to do?
Or do you want to do?
I'll give
draft?
you my 1.
No, we'll go 5 to 1. 5 to 1.
We'll go starting 5.
Yeah. Starting
Okay.
5.
All right.
Okay.
Starting with number 5.
Okay.
Caputo.
Wow.
Center.
Interesting.
Bill Callahan player.
Interesting.
But that fucking line was amazing.
They were really good. They were really good.
Best line I've ever experienced.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I mean 100%.
That's not fucking hard.
Bill Callahan was the man at offensive line.
Oh, yeah. He had some good offensive
Other
line.
than that, sucked.
5 for me. I'm going to go Adam Carricker.
Adam Carricker. Love it.
Yeah.
Carricker Chronicles.
Which is coming back. He's gonna be on his. He's
Yep.
got his own podcast now, and he's not with the Omaha Herald, which was a weird.
Reach
thing.
out for him.
I reached out to Connor from Corn Crazed.
Yeah.
Waiting on a response from him, but we'll see. Okay, so you're 4. Do you want to like interval?
You can go 4.
4. 4. Damn. 4. I think this guy. I would pick him at top 3 or top 4, but I know you're going to probably take him, so I got to take him when I have him. Lavonte David, going 4.
Number 4, that low?
He should be higher, but I know he's probably in your top 5.
Damn, dude.
I know he's probably in your top 5.
My number 4, I'm going to stick with the offensive side of the ball.
Okay.
Nate Swift.
Oh,
Nate
see,
Swift.
That's a good, because he was
Swift.
a good return man.
Yeah.
And he
And every
had
time
the
he scored a
receiving
touchdown,
record.
I thought he was saying Nate Smith. I was like,
He also had reception record.
yeah, for a little bit. Yeah.
For a little bit, yeah. Okay, so now you go 3.
Okay, my number 3. Ooh. I think we know what our number 1s are. I really do.
Hi.
My number 3, I'm going to have to go. I might take a little flack on this one, but you know what? I'm going to stick with it because I loved watching him cook. I don't know. I'm kind of coming back to him now. Randy Gregory, fuck it. I got to go with Randy Gregory before. My other guy was going to be Tommy Armstrong. I loved watching him. I loved watching him cook. Yeah,
he's up. Dude, he's on my. He would be on my list as well.
When we were 7-0 with Mike Riley,
that's all because of Tommy Armstrong.
And we went in. Was it Wisconsin first?
Yes,
I think it was. And he got knocked out of the game. We're fucked. We were so fucked. We had Riker Fife. Yeah. Come on.
So my 3.
Go.
Same time period.
There's Randy Gregory.
No, yeah, Mir Abdullah.
Oh yeah.
Mir Abdullah. I loved watching him play. I knew he was special when he took that touchdown back, that kick return his freshman year against Fresno State. Guy was one of the most elusive backs. Mm-hmm. He wasn't invited to New York, but he did get. He was a Heisman candidate at one point
10.
during that stretch. Mm-hmm. We were winning games. He just was an elusive back, and I loved watching him play.
100%. That's good.
My number 2.
Number 2.
As much shit as this guy gets, it's Taylor Martinez.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, that man fucking he was the moment his breakout game against was his breakout game against Washington or was it against K-State? I think it was K-State. No, it was Washington. Because they were talking about him, and he just went off in that second half of that game.
The K-State one was like
that was his coming out. That was his like big.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because they came out like K-State got the ball at the second half, and I remember the announcers were saying he's like K-State said their defense just needs to dial in, stop this quarterback. It shouldn't be that bad, and they'll get back in the game. First play. Took off for 70 yards. Like, dude, this dude is special.
No, I agree. Yep. Taylor Martinez is number 2. Okay, who's your 2?
My second. Can I pick same player?
I mean, you can.
Or do you not want me?
I know that's fine. Were you gonna go Taylor Martinez?
No, I was not.
Okay, were you gonna
Taylor Martinez? No. Taylor Martinez is probably my honorable mention if I had to get one.
Oh, by the way, Hall of Fame. He's in the Nebraska Hall of Fame. He just was announced last week.
That was awesome.
Which is interesting.
My number 2 has got to be Lavonte David.
I would have put him a lot higher, but I didn't know if we were going to be able to do that.
Dude, unbelievable when he stripped Ohio State, just like changed the whole game.
Yep.
Like we were getting our asses pounded, man.
Yeah, agreed.
It changed the whole game, and Rex Burkhead just boom. And That's another guy.
That's my honorable mention is Rex Burkhead.
All right, hold on. Let's do something real fast.
Okay. What?
Okay. We got our honorable mention. You can put an honorable mention in if you want. I already got mine, Taylor Martinez. Okay. We both know who number one is.
Yeah.
It's Ndamukong.
It's Sue.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
he's
the God tier.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
Tier, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's your God tier.
Yep.
You still have 1 and 2. No, you still have 1 in honorable mention.
Fuck, you took. Yeah, Sue was gonna be my number one.
That's fine. He's your God tier.
Yeah, God.
Oh,
okay.
It's the same.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the same.
Okay. So I guess for number one, man, who would be? Ah, shit.
Who's your honorable mention first?
Honorable mention would be Rex Burkhead.
Oh yeah.
Rex Burkhead, Sexy Rexy. That man. Honestly,
that was.
I don't like my number one pick, but I think he really does. I would put him lower, but since we didn't really do these the correct way, Stanley Morgan.
Okay. Yep.
I really liked watching Stanley because he was a Louisiana guy, came up here and really bought it. He was a guy that bought into the system with Riley and didn't have great teams, but statistically that man showed up.
Mm-hmm.
What?
My number one, you're gonna laugh at so much.
Oh, please.
Because he does not deserve to be. No, yes, he does.
Oh, you're gonna be Will Compton?
Yeah, Will Compton, baby. Will Compton. Really Compton, dude.
Oh, Jesus.
He's the best.
Oh,
he's
God.
represented Nebraska.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff
man.
after. He was a good outside linebacker.
He was good.
He was a really good outside linebacker.
He was a captain for the Washington Redskins. He was a captain for the Raiders when he went there?
No. He just was picked up during that run up to the playoffs. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's not a bad. I mean, it's funny.
God tier is Sue. I mean, like,
God tier is Sue. That man should have won the Heisman that year.
Should have.
If Mark Ingram didn't have that crazy year that he did.
And I still think like Sue still, even though
Sue should have ended up being second, not fourth.
Yeah.
Even though Ingram, Toby Gerhart, where's Toby Gerhart at now? Yeah. Played for got drafted by the fucking Vikings and then got shit on. Where the fuck is he at? Does he have a Super Bowl? Does he have 2 Super Bowl rings? No. Fuck that. That's bullshit. Sue should have won that Heisman in 2009. He had more tackles for loss and more sacks than that Alabama team in 2009.
Yeah. He
did that by himself. That man was a fucking legend.
He was a legend. He is always going to be a legend here.
Legend. But
do you think he's the number one out of all of Nebraska players?
No. I'd put Eric Crouch. Oh fuck, Eric Crouch. Eric Crouch Eric Crouch technically would be. Yeah. Can I change my number one to Eric Crouch? Because I feel like that's a way sexier pick than Stanley Morgan.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric Crouch obviously won the Heisman. Played for a national championship.
Yep.
Got absolutely demolished by that 2001 Miami Hurricanes team, which is said to be one of the best college football teams of all time.
But they're not, dude. That's next time.
Did you hear about the stat though?
No.
If the offense wouldn't have scored any points, that defense alone, their record would have been 8-4.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
8-4.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
We'll have to do a tier talk on like best teams all time.
Oh shit, yeah. No, a draft. No, okay, so we'll
draft?
do not tiers. We'll do draft of greatest college football teams of all time.
Okay. Sounds good.
That'll be next week, so be thinking about that. But guys, that's gonna be it for this week. We're gonna have a little bit better lighting next time. My ring light's not working. So people on the video get a look at our faces with zero lighting, so that's awesome. Nate, where can the good people follow you on the social medias?
People can follow me on bigjim.com or
bigjim.com. Bigjim.com, baby. You might see some big old peckers.
BigJim4460 at Twitter. BigJim4460.
You mean the X? You mean X?
Whatever it is.
I fucking hate that. They should just.
Has it switched it?
Yes.
They really?
Yeah, you have to update
Okay, so the X Twitter / Twitter, whatever
fuck
it is.
That
Same
shit.
with Instagram.
Fuck Elon.
I'm not giving you my Facebook, so.
I
only get on Marketplace.
You can also see him on the Gridiron Guyzz TikTok from time to time.
Yep.
You'll be seeing clips from this podcast. You can find me at Luke Egghead on Twitter. I don't really want you guys seeing my Instagram, so I'm not going to give you that. So look for us on Gridiron Guyzz. on all social medias. If you're still here, please like the video. Comment. Do you think our rankings or any of our takes were shit? That'd be awesome. Give us some feedback. We'd love that. Subscribe to the channel. This is kind of our here's our first episode. So yeah, it would be greatly appreciated if you guys did all that. But that's gonna be it. And go Big Red.
Go Big Red. Good night.